In the heart of Adugo village, Titi's bustling salon hides a chilling secret: mirrors are forbidden, and no one knows why. One day, a defiant customer leaves behind a mirror, triggering a terrifying vision of blood and sorrow that shakes Titi to her core. As whispers of a mysterious death in a neighboring village spread, Titi must confront her haunting gift to uncover the truth and save an innocent soul. With suspense mounting, secrets unravel, and the delicate balance of trust and fear keeps everyone on edge. Will Titi's hidden power bring salvation or doom? In a small, peaceful village called Adugo, there was a young woman named Titi. She was known throughout the village for her extraordinary skills as a hairdresser. Her salon, which she called Titi's Magic Hands, was the busiest place in Adugo. Women traveled from far and near to have their hair braided, twisted, and styled by her. However, there was one peculiar rule in her salon that no one could understand: mirrors were forbidden. People whispered about it. Some thought Titi was hiding a secret. Others believed it was just a silly superstition. But the truth was far deeper than anyone could imagine. Titi had a gift that was both a blessing and a curse. She could see things in mirrors that others could not. These weren't ordinary reflections. They were glimpses of people's fears, secrets, and sometimes even their future. She had discovered this power as a child, and it had frightened her ever since. It all started when Titi was only 10 years old. Her grandmother, Mama Eka, had raised her after her parents died in a fire. Mama Eka had always warned her about mirrors, saying they were windows to another world. But like all children, Titi was curious. One day, she found an old mirror hidden under her grandmother's bed. As she gazed into it, she saw not her own reflection, but a shadowy figure standing behind her. The figure whispered her name, sending chills down her spine. She screamed and dropped the mirror, shattering it into pieces. That night, her grandmother explained the truth: Titi had inherited a rare ability passed down through their bloodline. Years later, as Titi opened her salon, she vowed never to allow mirrors in her space. She wanted to protect herself and her clients from the unsettling truths mirrors could reveal. But not everyone respected her rule. One day, a new customer named Ao came to the salon. Ao was a young woman from a neighboring village, dressed in a bright yellow Ankara gown with intricate beadwork around the neckline. Her wrists jingled with colorful bangles, and her smile lit up the room. She was curious about the no mirror rule and teased Titi about it. Why would anyone braid their hair without checking how it looks? Ao asked, laughing. Titi smiled politely but didn't answer. She focused on Ao's hair, braiding it with expert precision. That evening, after the last customer had left, Titi noticed something strange. A small mirror had been left behind on one of the stools. Her heart raced as she picked it up. The moment she looked into it, she saw Ao's face. But this wasn't the cheerful Ao she had met earlier. This Ao was crying, her hands covered in blood. Terrified, Titi placed the mirror face down and whispered a prayer. She didn't know what she had seen, but she was determined to find out. The next day, Ao returned to the salon. This time, she seemed nervous, her usual bright smile replaced with a troubled expression. "Are you okay?" Titi asked gently. Ao hesitated before nodding. "I'm fine," she said, but her voice wavered. Titi wanted to press her for more, but she decided against it. Instead, she focused on her work, all the while sensing that something was terribly wrong. Later that week, the entire village was thrown into chaos. A man from Ao's village had been found dead under mysterious circumstances. Rumors spread like wildfire, and fingers pointed at Ao. She was the last person seen with him, one villager whispered. But Ao is so kind. She couldn't hurt anyone, another argued. Titi felt a pang of guilt. She remembered the vision in the mirror and wondered if she could have done something to prevent the tragedy. As the days passed, Ao's visits to the salon became less frequent. When she did come, she seemed withdrawn, her eyes filled with sadness. Titi couldn't bear to see her like this. She decided to confront her. Ao, I need to tell you something, Titi said one evening after the salon had closed. Ao looked up, surprised. I saw something in a mirror, Titi began, her voice trembling. It was about you. Ao's eyes widened, and she leaned in closer. What did you see? She whispered. Titi hesitated before recounting the vision. When she finished, Ao burst into tears. It's true, Ao admitted. I didn't mean to hurt him. He attacked me, and I was only defending myself. Titi's heart ached for her friend. She realized that Ao wasn't a villain, she was a victim. Together, they devised a plan to prove Ao's innocence. They gathered evidence and presented it to the village elders. It wasn't easy, but eventually, the truth came to light. The man had a history of violence, and Ao had acted in self-defense. The village forgave her, and life slowly returned to normal. But Titi couldn't shake the feeling that her gift had played a role in saving Ao. She began to see her power not as a curse, but as a responsibility. From that day on, she kept the no mirror rule, but she also used her gift to help others when she could. The salon remained a safe space, where women could not only get their hair styled but also find comfort and healing. Answer: the story of Titi and her magical salon became a legend in Adugo. People no longer questioned her rule about mirrors. Instead, they admired her courage, her kindness, and her unwavering dedication to her craft. If only they knew the full extent of her power, they might have feared her. But Titi preferred it this way, a quiet life filled with purpose, love, and just a touch of magic. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on stories that keep you on the edge of your seat.